Hi, everybody.
How's it going?
It's a welcome back for another Wind Down Wednesday.
Yes.
It's the Wednesday after Halloween.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, and Halloween on a Monday and being a teacher, it was like, oh, kill me now. This week already feels like it's been like 3 weeks long and it's only Wednesday.
I had a lot of fun. My kids came over, my granddaughter, my grandson, they came over. We had a great time.
Yeah?
Great time. Lots of kids.
They love to go trick-or-treating.
5-gallon pails
Yeah.
of candy gone.
My kids are too old to go trick-or-treating.
Yeah. Actually, I didn't eat any candy.
No?
I didn't eat any candy.
You passed it all out?
I gave it all up.
You had a lot of candy.
I
can't believe you went through all of that.
I think, wait a minute, I had one little everlasting gobstopper. That's all I had.
You were like eating that for a long time. They take forever to eat.
Nate kept just giving out candy to kids. He was like a machine. He's just giving it out. But look what we've got. Return of the hot pepper bacon jam.
Oh yes, I can't wait for this.
Oh yes. So we're going to start off with the...
I'll take that one, thank you.
Epic
Pursuit Cider Spritzer with essence of pomegranate. So this is like an apple cider spritzer. So I found this back in the back of my collection back there, and I was like, ooh, that would be a really fun thing to have today, because what says fall better than like an apple cider spritzer?
Oh, it's very light.
Yeah, it is very light. It's great for all of your fall activities, going on hay rides and apple picking and pumpkin patch and all that other kind of stuff.
Awesome.
It's
very
really
light.
Yeah, light and refreshing.
Not filling.
Yeah. So I do one disclaimer. This is no longer available on the Scout and Cellar website. I just happened to have some left over, but I thought it would be a great way also just to kind of remind everybody that we do have, if you can see back here in the back, we do have a large variety of the different wines from Scout and Cellar available in these little like single serve size cans, and these are also perfect for traveling to your different fall activities. Down here in Florida, we're still like picnics and boats and everything else because it's still pretty warm down here.
Yeah.
Cooling off a little bit, but tailgating, hay rides, bonfires, whatever you got going on, these little cans travel so nice and neatly. And like you can see, there's a big variety. So if you don't want to drink the whole thing, the same kind of wine all night long, you can have it's great to share with friends too.
We've done videos of most of these.
Yes.
And they're all excellent. Obviously the red, that's a Chardonnay. Oh, these are all whites, right?
No, not all of them are. The Oso Pardo was one of my favorites.
This is a very light spritzer. Very light.
Yes. This is one of my favorites. I just kind of
very
forgot
refreshing.
all about it. Yeah.
Very refreshing.
I love to drink this in the fall. But like I said, it's like like an apple cider spritzer. So apples. It's like quintessential.
The camera was off. This is what we'd be doing. We'd sitting out here.
Fall.
We would not be
drink.
Inside. We'd be sitting outside. It's breezy, beautiful Florida night again. Another beautiful Florida night.
So I thought maybe we might take this opportunity to talk a little bit about our upcoming wine party.
Oh yes.
So excuse me while I open up the caramel dip.
She's gonna have caramel
to go with some caramel apples. I was like, oh yes, please sign me up. So yeah, it's officially starting to cool off a little bit more down here. So our little wine garden area back here really doesn't do well in blazing hot summer afternoons.
No, it doesn't.
It's not very pleasant out here. So now that it is actually cooling off outside, we're going to start having our wine parties again. So if you live around the Orlando area, or if you would like to make plans to come to the Orlando area, we have the event scheduled on our Clean Cork It page on Facebook. So if you just check out the details on there, if you don't know where my house and the wine garden are located, I can give you those details if you reach out to us individually.
Reach out to us, yep. And we're going to have it right out here. We have a lot of work to do. That's why the camera's not facing that way. But you don't want to see it.
I need to refresh all my flowers and everything.
But it's going to be beautiful when it happens.
So our first wine party, we're going to be kind of focusing on highlighting different wines that we think might go well with your Thanksgiving gathering. So we have a large variety of, we have some bubblies that are great for, like socializing when people are arriving and you're just kind of hanging out. We have a couple of different whites. We have a Pinot Gris That was the Pip the Greeter Pinot Gris that we did a month or so ago.
You gonna do that one?
Yes, and it's got a little tiny bit of effervescence, but it's pink. It's a Pinot Gris, but it's pink. And I really enjoyed that one. Yes, because
Really?
it was like a big surprise. It was like, oh, it's a Pinot Gris, but look, it looks almost like a rosé.
Oh, I remember that one. I think
I really like that one.
Yeah, you did like that one.
And we're going to be doing a Chardonnay. So I picked more of like a middle of the road, not a super heavy buttery Chardonnay, because I feel like with Thanksgiving, all the food is so heavy. Sometimes it's better to have a wine that's maybe a little bit lighter.
I like heavy Chardonnay.
I know you do. At our Thanksgiving, we'll have a variety of Chardonnays.
This is not a heavy Chardonnay.
The Gallivant?
No.
I kind of remember that being a little bit heavier.
This was one of my
Legato
favorites.
Chardonnay?
This is one of my favorite Chardonnays.
We've done videos on all of these, so if you want to look back through the archives, you'll see our opinion on all of
You can
these.
actually search.
It's hard to remember what the difference between
On
them.
Rumble and YouTube, I believe, when you go onto our page, you can actually search. Just type in a word, and if it's in the description, the video will come up.
Oh my gosh, I just had the apple slice with the caramel dip, and then drink this afterwards. It's like, oh yeah, baby, that's fall. That's fall right there.
I'm having a little crab wrap.
So we're also going to be sampling at the wine party. We're going to do a Pinot Noir because, you know, you're serving turkey, a light meat. You don't typically serve a lot of like red wines, but a lighter red like a Pinot Noir. And the one we're going to be serving, I believe, is the Comte La Terre Pinot Noir, which has tasting notes of like cranberry and spices. So I was like, oh, that's another great Thanksgiving flavor. So we have those, and then our big finale, our big like bold red finish, like I said, bold red doesn't really go with Thanksgiving. So that last wine, it doesn't really fit with our Thanksgiving theme.
But you have to do a red though.
But it's a really good one. The Bookbinders Cabernet. It's big and bold.
Gotta do it.
It's got notes of like espresso, tobacco, mocha. Like cherry, I think. It's got a whole bunch of different things, but like rich flavors to it. I think it's going to be a big hit.
Do we do that with the bolognese?
We've done it with a lot of different things. It really goes best with steak. So,
filet mignon.
Yes.
No, we had filet mignon last week.
Yes, over the weekend it was delicious. Yes.
Yes. Very, very light. This Epic Pursuit Spritzer. Love it. Refreshing, light. What's the alcohol content? Let's see. 70 calories a can. How many carbs?
This is, it says 4.3% alcohol by volume.
Oh, so it's like a Mick Ultra.
It's pretty low.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't, because it's not available on the website. I don't have my notes like I normally would have on my phone to share with you guys. But yeah, I mean, citrus, spice, it says pomegranate.
Yeah.
You kind of have notes of like the pomegranate. I don't really taste the strong pomegranate.
I don't either.
Just like just an apple cider spritzer, I think is absolutely delicious.
I'm kind of hungry. I haven't eaten since like 10:45 this morning. That's when I have my lunch. About 10:45, 10:50 every morning.
I'm gonna try a little bit of this while I finish up my spritzer. I think I poured a little bit too much for sampling. No, I'm gonna do this.
You want to eat the spicy?
No, I don't. No, this is like a little bit of sweet and spicy in this one. I can't remember.
Those are great.
They are delicious. They're perfect for just snacking on a wine down.
Yeah, these are. If you look at them,
and they're on sale at Publix on
these
Wednesdays.
are lettuce. They're lettuce wraps. There's no carbs, no nothing. There's shrimp and crab and cucumbers, carrots, I think, and guac is in there. I said they're awesome. You can have that. You can snack. This is a great time, a Wednesday to, no, this is dinner. This is dinner. And we're about to do we have the bacon jam again too. We're going to do that.
We're going to sample that. So, like, what other things do you think, what were we saying that we were going to do for the wine party?
Well, maybe we have Ronnie Gross come and play.
It's kind of short notice. We'll have to check the schedule.
Ronnie or Jonathan. Excellent musicians. They could set up. We could have them set up over here in the corner, probably.
That would be fun. I was kind of thinking more over towards the gate over there.
Baking in the sun.
No, that time of the day, the sun's not going to be back here anymore.
Oh, it's gonna be like this.
No.
Yeah. Well, and if Ronnie comes, we'll give him all the wine he wants to drink and food he can eat.
Yes, that's one of the perks of coming to play at our wine parties.
Yes, that I would really like to have a musician here. That would be fun. And then he can play after we're done.
Mm-hmm.
You can play music, and everybody stands around and has a great time.
Yeah, typically they kind of pick whatever their favorite wine was for the night, and then like we'll pour a little more of that, and they can just keep sipping on that.
Yeah, and Mom, you're not going to be here, sorry. You're going to miss out on
No, I know they're not going to be down here yet.
You're going to miss out on it. Are you going to do the bacon jam?
Yes, you knew where I was headed next with that.
I think I'm going to do it too.
So,
How was your
one
week?
of the, it's been crazy right now because of Halloween, but and just kind of chugging along, trying to keep these kids
Oh my God.
focused.
Oh my God, it's so good.
You love the bacon jam.
Oh my God, it's outrageous. That is outrageous.
So, I had a surprise pop-in observation, informal observation on Monday with the assistant principal. He came right in on like a first period on Halloween, and I was in my mind, I was just sitting there thinking like, man, are you serious? On Halloween you're gonna come in? But like my morning classes, they're all a bunch of eager beavers, and they're really great.
Good.
They were great kids. And he was really impressed by the conversations and like the students challenging each other and say, oh, I disagree with that because I think you're supposed to do this, and just the level of conversation going on and the participation and everything. He was very impressed. So
You always get good grades. Get good grades. And I'll tell you what, my Halloween night, my son, well, two of my sons were here, my grandkids were here, and we had a great time. We had a really good pizza, we got wings, we got to sit outside, just kids, thousands of kids came by. I mean, it was just unbelievable. And then yesterday I spent some more time with my oldest son, who I haven't seen in a long time, and he watches these videos. And hopefully my other son's doing good tonight. Hopefully everything's okay.
yeah, you have to reach out.
Yep. But no, I will say this: the spritzer is definitely worth it.
I'm loving this with everything that we're trying over here. It's just so light and refreshing.
Everything.
I mean,
Now,
you taste a little bit of the apple. It really doesn't come out though unless you're, like I said, pairing it with like an apple slice and caramel dip. That really kind of brings more of that flavor out. But
yeah,
it's kind of very in the background. So it goes great with all of these different kinds of foods.
No.
Sweet, spicy, savory.
These come in 4-packs.
Yeah. They do come in 4-packs. These other cans, you can buy. Some of them come in, and I think this one comes in a 4-pack of all the same wine. But some of these other wines came in like a variety pack, so it was 4 different wines
So how much is a 4-pack of this?
in one package.
Do you remember?
I don't remember. So you have to think like each of these cans is about one.
It's like one glass of wine.
One glass of wine.
Right.
I want to say that they were, although I might have bought them back. We had a sale
Yeah.
a while ago where we had a lot of things that were like a certain percentage off, and the cans
You bought a bunch
samplers.
of them.
I bought a bunch of them. I think it was back in the springtime because I bought them for during the summer. But I want to say that they were around like $24 for a 4-pack, which that equates to about the same as a bottle of wine.
Yeah, 4 glasses of wine.
So that's a pretty average price for most of the Scout and Cellar wines.
Look, if you want the
But
good
it's
stuff, you gotta pay for
well,
it.
and it's better too because then you get a variety and you can try 4 different types of wine.
Okay, so if you're gonna drink a beer, right? A beer is about, a Mick Ultra is what, 100 calories, 96 calories? This is 70 calories. And the carb, what's the carb count, 3? I can't see.
Yes, 3.
Okay, 3 carbs. So, you know.
0 fat.
If you have a couple of these.
70
you know,
calories
it's
for
no
the
big
can.
deal. No fat. Low calorie.
Low carb.
Yeah, low carb and clean.
And refreshing. Even down here, I mean, this would go great in cold weather or in warmer weather. It's still, like, we had a little cold front came through. We had highs like in the 70s, which
Yes.
is like, ooh, that's really beautiful down here. We're like, oh,
Yes.
it's finally fall. And now we're back up into the high 80s again. So
I was 88 today on my run today.
waiting for the weather to cool down again. It's just a constant yo-yo back and forth until probably about January.
No, like at night though, in the fall here in Florida, after 5:30,
This time of year it's not as humid outside, so it doesn't
Beautiful.
feel as warm.
you can sit outside and relax like we're doing right now. You're not sweating. There's not a lot of bugs. Perfect time of night. Now I would say another hour, there's probably gonna be bugs. Another hour from now, we're gonna have bugs.
Yeah, I think so.
So,
I'm gonna try a little bit more. Did you try any of that spicy cheese yet?
Yes, I did, and it's very good. I've tried everything spicy.
You like spicy with this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna put some ice in my glass.
So we can get ready for the
Yes.
next one. So this next one is very interesting. And this is something that I love to pull out on like special holidays when we get together with my parents, especially. We're gonna be like hanging out at the pool.
You do. She gets in trouble when she drinks this stuff. Sitting by the pool.
I don't.
Now this is the Hush Keeper.
Okay. So let me pull up my notes. Yes, Hush Keeper, which they had a Pinot Gris that was like out of this world. But that's the thing about the clean crafted wines is that they come from smaller like boutique vineyards. So they only produce so much of the wine, and then once it's gone, and you have to wait for the grapes to regrow and before they can come up with a new vintage.
And this is higher alcohol content.
This is higher alcohol content. So this is the Hush Keeper Palmo style apple wine from Oregon. It's described as a still white. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I might have to add some more of the apple wine to it if I feel like it's not. So the apple wine, it's kind of sweet. It's pretty sweet. So we typically mix it with. We don't drink it straight. We drink it on ice. We're gonna try it with ginger beer. We've never done this before. Excuse me. But we normally do like diet ginger ale because the ginger with this apple flavor is just something about it. It gives it this really nice flavor. Now they also suggest as you get into cooler weather that you serve this warm, almost as like a hot toddy, and you like put a cinnamon stick or something in it like that. It gives it like a totally different take on this wine. What do you think about with the ginger beer? Do you need more apple wine in it?
I'm not a big fan of that.
With the ginger beer?
No.
Why?
Not at all.
Is the ginger too strong?
I don't like the taste of that at all.
I don't mind it. Try add some more of the apple wine to it.
I think
you might have too much ginger beer in it. I don't mind it. I think it's a very interesting taste.
This may not work for me. Sorry.
Well, then we have a bottle of ginger ale inside. You can mix it with that instead. Or I'll just drink yours.
This isn't going to work for me.
Okay, well.
You may dump it or you want it?
No, just save it. I'll drink it.
Okay. I'm going to get the other.
There's a little bit more of this.
Well, I need to get the diet ginger.
Oh, you want to do the... Okay.
I'll be right back. We have diet ginger ale.
While he's gone, I'm going to read to you a little bit about this wine. So it says various heirloom apple varieties. It's described as fruity and bold. So it says one of the most unique beverages in France has inspired this rare, clean-crafted apple wine. By taking the warming flavors of our Hush Keeper cider from the Pacific Northwest and blending it with apple brandy, we've created a special beverage to keep you toasty all season long. In homage to Normandy's Palmo, enjoy the apple spice, vanilla, and caramelized flavors that make for fireside sipping or the base for winter cocktails. So, cocktails, right? I could even see adding like some kind of cranberry to this. You could go a lot of different directions. It's definitely great if you mix it with other things. It's for
much
me,
better.
It's too sweet for me just to drink it straight.
Yes.
But definitely, if there are all kinds of cocktails that you could mix this with.
Now I put diet ginger ale in here with ice.
And you like that better?
It's much better, yes.
Okay.
Well, this is whatever you bought here. This is like a unique
Ginger beer.
Yeah.
So it says, lovers of hot toddies, bourbon, and apple cider will love this limited one-of-a-kind release. Enjoy on its own, mixed with spicy ginger beer, or as a substitute for whiskey in your favorite cocktail. So I found that interesting because, whiskey totally has a completely different taste for me.
I love whiskey.
I do like whiskey. I don't drink it very often. Because it kind of tends to not settle very well in my stomach.
You're starting to develop a good collection of whiskey.
I know that. But I do love my beer and my wine. So this is kind of like a good in between for me. If I'm feeling a little more creative and I want to have more of a mixed drink.
Her mom and her get in trouble when they drink it by the pool.
Yes.
You had a little too much.
Yes. No, we don't get.
They get out of control.
Oh my goodness. No, we don't. It's nice to on ice when you're sitting out in in the pool and the sun's blazing. It's something fun and different that we don't normally get to have.
It is. It's unique. Very sweet, but higher alcohol content.
Yes, so I'm going to get to that in just a minute. And I also wanted to share too that this is $42 a bottle. You can see it is a little bit smaller size bottle. It's 500 milliliters instead of, I think a typical wine bottle is at 750 milliliters, I think. So it's a little bit less. So this is also another reason why I suggest that you use it as like a mixer, something that you mix together with.
You don't want to drink it straight, or if you just drink it straight, put it on ice.
Yes.
Definitely.
They suggest, in the winter time, if you're looking for a warm drink, you could have this warm. You mix it with other warm things, though.
The hot toddy.
Yes, the hot toddy. So this, the soil to sip report for this one, it says, produced from various heirloom apple varieties in the Hood River Valley of Oregon. In the hood. Hushkeeper apple cider fermented with native yeast in stainless steel tanks for 24 days. To 0.6% alcohol by volume. Then apple brandy, distilled Hushkeeper apple cider, was added to stop fermentation and raise the final alcohol by volume to 19%. It's 19% alcohol.
This is?
Yes.
Oh,
so
wow.
that's why, again, in comparison, most of our Scout and Cellar wines are around 13% alcohol. So this is 19%. So again, another reason why maybe you want to mix it with other things and not drink it straight.
I can tell you right now, it definitely has a, it has a hard liquor taste to it with the diet ginger ale. It's like a mixed drink.
Brandy, whiskey, I don't know that I necessarily get those flavors to it, but I can see how they say if you think of it along those lines when you're thinking of things to mix it with.
But it's good. It has that flavor, and it definitely is a little bit heavier on the alcohol side, but it's good. It's delicious.
So again, cocktail hour before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Having friends over for any kind of occasion, just having friends over for dinner. Serving this as like little cocktails beforehand. I think
diet ginger ale.
Yes, because it's already sweet enough as it is. I'm going to get to that in a minute. So this was aged in neutral French oak barrels with some toasted American oak for further flavor and color for 8 months.
Wow.
Yes. So once opened, keep this apple wine in the fridge to extend the deliciousness for another 6 to 8 weeks.
And how long have you had it?
It's been 6 to 8 weeks. So we may be finishing this bottle tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, so tasting notes of vanilla and baked yellow apple. I mean, just delicious. Again,
Well, that tastes good.
great for Thanksgiving because who doesn't have apple pie at Thanksgiving?
Oh, yeah.
So just kind of keeping along with those tasting notes. It says pairing notes with date night. I'd say it also pairs really great with Thanksgiving.
Well, this is our date night. Cheers.
Yes, Wednesday night
We're
is
both really tired because
we
were up late last
so
night.
many things going on. We've been getting to bed lately.
We got her kids, my kids. It's like everything's late night. It's like and a night party.
And then early mornings. They get up early to go to high school.
Right. Everybody's like.
So this is 19% alcohol. The residual sugars. Now get ready for this. Again, another reason why you want to mix it with something else because the residual sugar is 47.8 grams per liter of residual sugar. Again, to put it in context, most of our Scout and Cellar wines are around 1 gram per liter or less. We have a few that are slightly higher. Some of the little specialty drinks, none of them are like sugary sweet by any means. But this is way higher, and residual sugars, not added sugars.
Well, that's good.
Just the natural sugars
Well, I mean,
from the
that's
fermentation. Good. So that's why we also suggest you maybe mixing it with diet ginger ale because this is already so sweet.
I tell you, with the diet ginger ale, it's awesome.
No, with all those sugars though, it does say 0 grams of fat.
No fat.
It doesn't say
carbs?
It doesn't say the carb.
Oh, it doesn't say the carbs because it's gonna fatten us up.
So, did you know, I love my did you know facts.
Did you know what?
That Pommel is a classic aperitif beverage that originated in Normandy, France. Producers of the spirits, Calvados, apple brandy, would blend in 1/3 apple juice or cider to the brandy to lower the alcohol content and make it more appealing to drinkers.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you a secret, unfiltered. Let me tell you the story about that. I was talking to John at the brewery last night.
Well, you notice, so if this sits still for a while, you'll notice sediments that form at the bottom of the glass.
Okay, let me tell you what a master brewer told me last night. There's two beers on the Sun Creek menu that are unfiltered. The new IPA, the Still Able,
Okay.
is unfiltered, and there's another one. But the difference is in the stainless steel tanks. There's the filtered beer has at the bottom has 4 filters that are constantly swirling, and it filters out all of the bad stuff. But the unfiltered, there's only one big thing that goes across the bottom of the tank, and it has much larger holes just to filter out the chunks.
Okay.
So, but you're getting more, but you're still, and the other filters are definitely more finer, almost like a coffee filter. So, but like this, I didn't even notice this, but this is unfiltered, which means it's probably going through like that process, like definitely an unfiltered process, which means more flavor and more, byproducts and things like that,
Just natural though.
Well, yeah, natural, right.
From the like making the mash and everything else. So it says this is a rare style of apple wine that is enjoyed on its own or mixed as a cocktail base. Yeah, definitely cocktail base is kind of what we use it more as. So
Your mom loves this.
yes, I just thought this would be a fun thing to share right now because of the season that we're in, and
Would she ever buy this?
it gives you, I don't know if she ever bought a bottle of it.
You should convince her to buy a bottle.
Well, I gotta convince her to buy a bottle of the Bernard Sauvignon Blanc because she loves some key lime.
Oh yeah, yeah, she would love that wine. I wasn't a huge fan of that. Remember, Do you remember?
I loved it. I'm a fan of key lime as well.
You can't give it 10.
I loved it.
Can't give it 10.
There are several Scout and Cellar wines that are really high up there on my list, and that is one of them.
Well, there's several that are high on my list, and that wasn't one of them.
Yeah, and some of his favorites are not necessarily some of mine.
But I can tell you though that that's the fun of coming to a wine party, is that you have 30 people here, or 40 people here, and everybody
Tasting
has a
something
different
different.
palate, and all these different foods and cheeses and different experiences.
And how it enhances and changes the flavor.
It's fun to talk about it. It's fun to sit here and talk about those different things and how you feel about it.
Yeah.
And you may drink something at Goosebumps, but I'm not. I'm gonna be like, well, like she's okay with that ginger beer and that. You can have that. I'm not going to have that. But I'm not.
But you do love this with the ginger ale.
With ginger ale,
And that's
yes.
normally what we've had it with before. So
it might be just this stuff.
Yeah, just that particular ginger beer
But
that you don't like. I would be interested though. I'm not a big fan of like hot drinks. You finally got me into coffee a few years ago. But I typically don't like hot drinks.
She drinks coffee.
I'd be curious to see if you were to take this and I don't know, even around Christmas time, I think there's a lot of fun things we could mix this with. When people are having Christmas parties and everything.
Eggnog?
No, I would not put this with eggnog. I don't drink eggnog to begin with. That's disgusting.
I don't like eggnog.
I hate
either.
eggnog.
Comment if you like eggnog.
So that's all we had to share with you guys for tonight. Definitely let us know if you have any questions about anything. If you see something on the website that you would like our opinion on. There's lots of really great gift sets that are available on the website. So you get like discounts when you order like half a case, 6 bottles, 12 bottles. But if you're looking to just kind of sample a couple, you might want to look into the gift sets because then there's shipping. The cost of shipping it
goes down.
It gets factored into that when as versus you just buying like a la carte things.
Right.
So those gift sets can really come in handy. If you wanted to send just a couple of bottles of wine to somebody as a gift, those gift sets are great because if you're only sending those couple of bottles to a particular place. Now, if you intend on like handing out bottles in person, I would definitely suggest going more of buying like the half case because you get bigger discounts that way.
I would order, if you're going to order, I would definitely make sure to remind the people you're buying it for, they have to be there to sign for it.
That's true, yes. So if you're going to send it as a gift, you have to make sure you send it to a place where there's going to be someone over 21.
Right, because UPS will ask you to sign it, and if you're not old enough, they're going to say, you can't do this.
Right. Well, they're pretty good though about too. Like if you miss the shipment for whatever reason, like they'll come back the next day and they try a couple of times. You can also, I also want to point this out. Any kind of UPS store, a lot of them you can have it shipped straight to the store and they'll sign for it, and then they hold for pickup and you can go pick it up from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
That's another option.
Sounds good. Well.
All right. Well.
I hope you guys have a great Wednesday. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel, and our Facebook page. Like our page, follow us, and we do one of these videos usually once a week.
Yes.
We did it on Thursday last week because of the, I don't know what was going on that
We were both exhausted on Wednesday because
We
we had
were
so
both-
much other stuff going
Well,
on.
we're exhausted tonight, but you know what? It's still fun. Whatever. I don't care. I'm on a little bit of a redneck roll here. And
Yeah.
winning some lottery. Hopefully, $1.2 billion.
I know. I'm sure everybody's
Powerball.
bought their ticket for tonight, so
1.2, maybe 1.5.
we're all
bill.
hoping for an early retirement.
And then we can buy that 10,000 acre ranch up in Montana.
Yes.
And
Yes, we could do
and
that.
get some horses.
All right, everybody. Hope you have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you back here next week.
See you next week. Ciao.
Bye.